Alright, so this is an original 64 Supro Coronado fiberglass. So it's a Res-O-Glas guitar. It has got the original single coil pickups and the humbucker mounting. When I bought it, it had been modified a little bit. I bought it from a guy in California who told me that some story that it at one point belonged to Dr. John. Dr. John had, I don't know if it's true, it's a cool story, but it could be true. Who knows? These guitars are so old, they pass around through so many different hands. Anyway, it normally has a tailpiece on it, as you can see, and apparently Dr. John's guitar tech modified it, put in a stop tailpiece because Dr. John said it wouldn't stay in tune. And, you know, tune-o-matic bridge. Normally it has a tailpiece in the floating wood bridge. You know, I've played both. This one seems to stay in tune a whole lot better. Up here, he's changed the tuners out with Spurzhole tunings heads. And the German made, obviously, it's a German company, but this guitar does not really go out of tune very easily, which is strange for a, you know, basically a toy guitar from the 60s. When I bought it, I had to replace the binding, which I bought from Res-O-Glas Guitar Kits USA, and I put these Fender type volume and tone knobs on so that it would sort of complete the Art Deco look of the guitar. It's got new what do you call these, pickup rings, and a old Telecaster tone knob switch, whatever you want to call that. Anyway, it's a really cool looking guitar, and yeah, that's pretty much it. These guitars, they get a little loose in the back here because of the binding, but if you really wanted to, you could add another screw into the wood and make it you know, solid as a rock. But for now, I've never seen any need to do that. And this guitar, if you're looking for, so now let's talk about the sound. I'm running it through a microcube, and the microcube, you know, it's solid state. It's not going to give this thing the tube scream that it normally has. I've recorded with this thing a bunch and it sounds awesome, but just acoustically playing, it sounds really loud and great. So it's like, you know, if you're playing, so that's nothing. That's just the guitar by itself. So I was amazed by that when I first got it. So reason I'm telling it, going back to school, need money. Simple as that. So anyway, this guitar, you know, the neck is straight as hell. There's barely any fret wear, and it you know, it plays amazing. It's great for slide. It's been set up. However, you know, it's never going to play as smoothly as, say, a sweet Les Paul or, you know, a nice feeling Fender or whatever, you know, PRS. You know, these things were manufactured to be toys, and, or, you know, mass-produced guitars. And the fiberglass has got a really cool sound. It's really big with the black keys right now, and, you know, that gives one of the main sounds. So here's it through the microcube with barely any distortion. So Single pickups kill on this guitar. I wanted to make a guitar with pickups like this, but they're really hard to find, and I just was not able to take this guitar apart because it's just so cool looking. You know, it's like a Art Deco time machine. So the single pickups scream. It's a really cool guitar. You know, I don't think you would want it to play Yngwie Malmsteen or stuff like that, but if you're going to go for like some straight up like parlor picking stuff like I was just doing, some stride guitar, you know, the intonation is good and it just sounds like a mofo, especially like for recording. Jeez, this thing's badass. Supro Coronado 64. Hope you like it.